my not even a follower league, like my league of friends did a rookie draft, and here it is, and I'm gonna talk about it today because I'm excited to do this. Okay, Nathan Frankel had the first pick, and he goes Jamar Chase. This was uh after landing spots had been determined. So Najee Harris probably the smart one, but it's really hard to pass up on a Jamar Chase. And I was, this pick, if I believe correctly, was not, I mean, not horribly received, but like people were like, damn, it should have been Najee. But I was like, Jamar Chase isn't bad. They're 1A 1B for me. Chase is just unincredible. Like once every 5 year prospect receiver, and Najee Harris is just another guy at running back. So I can't hate this pick for Nate here, picking Jamar Chase. Um, but then, so we had a bunch of trading. I traded all my picks basically, but we had a bunch of trading. Eric moves up. Eric is Rick Danger. Eric moves up with Kyle. He takes Najee Harris. Great pick there. Stick moves up with Aiden. I believe he traded Travis Kelsey for this pick straight up. So he trades Travis Kelsey for Travis Etienne. Um, God, I'm doing a team review on Stick later because he blew up his team in like a half hour, and I was a large part of that as well. But he blew his shit up. Um, I don't hate this trade. Uh, I mean, yeah, I gotta take a deeper look onto each of these guys, but just know this was essentially, if I'm recalling correctly, this was essentially Travis Kelsey for Travis Etienne for Stick here. Uh, and then Kyle trades with Eric, and Kyle takes Kyle Pitts. Um, Kyle takes Kyle Pitts and Travis Etienne takes trade. You get the point. This is not a no. This is not a great pick, and in my humble opinion, I mean, what do I know? I know everything actually. Jokes on you. This is not a good pick. This is the worst pick of the draft thus far. But then Kyle redeems himself with a solid pick, picking up Javante Williams at the 105, which he got from Avi. What is this? He got that from Avi. Uh, not gonna hear. Hold up. Not gonna. I don't know how to say. I don't know how to say her name, Abby. 1 second. I'm gonna make sure I pronounce it right. Pronounce. Okay, here we go, guys. How to pronounce Avi and Ash. Tonight, you gotta be shitting right now. Okay, I'm gonna talk for 15 seconds. Javante Williams is a very good pick here. He's my 104, so getting him at the 105 is a bit of a value, and he's really solid. He goes to a great spot. He's a good profile. You get the point.
Following pronunciation is brought to you by.
Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. What? You're gonna tell me how to do it? You're gonna. What the hell? Is it all? Oh wait. Wait a second, guys. Here, I got it. This is how. Avinash. Avinash. So it's Nash, right? Uh, Avinash. Avinash. Okay. Um, Kyle. Kyle traded with Avinash and picks up Javante Williams. Great pick. Devontae Smith, the Slim Reaper goes at okay. He goes to a great landing spot, and he's one of the best receivers ever in college. But I still like Rashad Bateman better. This is not a bad pick by any means, but I would have rather had the flawless profile of Bateman. I mean, you're picking it here, you know. Like I like Bateman was pretty clearly my wide receiver too, but when you factor in landing spot where Smith is pretty much going to be like top 30 this year right away, I mean it's close. I can't hate this pick. Yeah, I can't hate it for Brandon here, but I can hate on Jalen Waddle. Aiden takes Jalen Waddle, which is just a straight up bad pick. Waddle, he gets the draft capital, but he's not as productive as Bateman. Um, he goes to a place with more competition for targets with the worst quarterback. I mean, he needs to beat out Will Fuller, Devontae Parker, Mike Gesicki, Hunter Long, and Tua isn't even that great. Lamar's probably a better passer, to be honest. So, yeah, that was not a great pick by Aiden. But Rick, once again, Rick with two brilliant picks in the first round. he takes Rashad Bateman at 108. So he gets Najee at the 102, and Bateman at the 108. So those are just great picks. I traded my pick to him. That would have been my pick, both in actuality and if I had my pick. So yeah, then at the 109, Trey Sermon goes, which I don't like. He's not good. He gets bullied by Kennedy Brooks, Ramondre Stevenson, Master Teague, spits carries. He was just never good in college. He was a landing spot riser. I would have rather had Terrence Marshall, who goes to stick, and Elijah Moore. Oh, guys, my cat's here again. Come on, kitty, get up. Come on, we gotta do a draft together. And so that's not a great pick in my opinion. I'm much lower on Sermon than other people are, and I'm much lower on Michael Carter, who Avinash picked, because I want upside. There's like a handful, like a dozen players each year that win leagues, and Michael Carter will never be one of them ever, because that's not in his range of outcomes. My cat loves me, I promise. Then once again, Avi picking up two picks back to back. He picks Terrence Marshall, so he redeems himself here. Terrence Marshall was a great pick. Terrence Marshall is probably my 109 or so. Because fuck off. My cat's an idiot, guys. Trevor Lawrence goes at the 112 to Harris, which was not a good pick. I don't know if it was actually. I would have rather had Diami Brown, Elijah Moore, Rondell Moore, like these guys, because I'm not a proponent of taking quarterbacks that early in rookie drafts. Then goes Lance, then goes Fields, then goes Lawrence, back to back to back, to Nathan, to Aiden, and to Avi respectively. But I'm not a fan of any of those picks. If you had a deficit at QB, I guess you could go there. But in a vacuum, it's not a good idea to take a QB in the first 15 picks. You know, especially when you have guys like Damian Brown on the board and Elijah Moore. But I digress. Now, on to the 204. The 2-4. Quit eating my cord. He's in timeout. Amon-Ra St. Brown goes. Amon-Ra St. Brown goes day 3 of the NFL draft to the Lions with no target competition, but he's still not going to be very good because he was never good in college. He was never the guy in college, and he plateaued from 18 years old to 20 years old. So you don't want him. This is a bad pick by Aiden, okay? He was pushed up by landing spot, and he's a bad pick. You can't be good in the NFL if you go day 3, and he wasn't good in college, so this is a bad pick by him. Diamond Brown, though, was a very good pick by Avi. Avi with a couple of strong picks here, Terrence Marshall and Diamond Brown. Diamond Brown fits everything you want in a field stretcher, every metric. He has the yards per reception. He has the size, the speed. He's kind of that guy. Kenny Gainwell has a great profile, but he's not going to be good in the NFL. Stick kind of blenders this one here. 6 trades with Brendan. Sorry, I have a cord in the way when I'm recording on my computer, so I can't really see. I'm not doing this, you know. That's why when I edit videos, I'm like, anyways, stay here. You're in timeout. He's not gonna go anywhere. But Kenny Gainwell has a great profile, but Miles Sanders is just better than him at everything. Yeah, there's not a clear path to touches for him besides injury. Elijah Moore goes at the 2-7, which is an absolute steal. Elijah Moore is probably a first round pick for me. He's probably about like the one, maybe even the 110. He's gonna be a stud. And this was pre-hype turn. Just from his profile and athleticism, he was that guy. But he goes 2-7. This is probably the pick of the draft so far by Gage. This is a great pick. Kadarius Toney. I can't say the same. There is such a thing as draft capital floor. I love my kitty. This is what we call draft capital floor. When someone goes early enough in the draft, we saw it in 2015 with I believe Mike Williams, where he was falling in rookie drafts. But when someone goes first round, they can only fall so far in the rookie draft because they're getting opportunities. So Kadarius Toney goes at the 2-8, which was my pick. Once again, I traded it to Aiden. And I'm not a fan of this pick. I believe Tony's floor draft capital wise should be towards the later end, like 211, 212. I mean, 2-8 isn't an awful pick, but I mean Rondell Moore is exponentially better. So yeah. AJS, sixth friend, picks up Rondell Moore, who is a great pick here at the 2-9. He's a very solid pick. Once again, Avi with his 6th pick of the draft, I guess. He gets Truba Hubbard, very very high upside play. He's probably gonna get cut eventually, but that's okay because he has great upside. I like that pick a lot. Dwayne Eskridge, Gage takes Dwayne Eskridge, who is a bit of a draft capital floor as well. I'm not a huge fan of this pick, but I mean, there's kind of a tier break here, so not a bad pick by Gage, who got the pick by trading with Stick, got the pick by and then Harris takes his. I believe Harris has like 13 QBs on his roster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Anyways, he has at least 7. But he takes Mac Jones. Mac Jones is not a bad. It's not a bad pick here. I'm a lot higher on Mac Jones than most people are. So I mean, roster construction doesn't make sense, but it's funny. So fuck it, fuck it. Great pick there. Actually, pick of the century by Harris there. Amari Rogers by Nate here is not a bad pick. He's definitely not the best player on the board, but he's not the worst one. He has some intriguing dynamism, and going to Green Bay where there's no wide receiver 2, it's not bad. It could be worse. Nico Collins. The Texans gave up a king's ransom to get Nico Collins, and that makes him good. He also has all the athleticism in the world, and he has some intriguing. What's the word? He beat out some intriguing competition like DPJ last year. So I like him. That's a good pick. Tylan Wallace though is a very good pick by Aiden here. Tylan Wallace is a very, 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 very solid pick at the 3-3. He's basically Rashad Bateman light. Rashad Bateman is better than him in everything, but not by a ton. So I mean, he's probably going to do nothing in Baltimore, but you bet on the profile at this point. That's a great pick by Aiden. Josh Palmer. This is a true draft capital floor play, but I still don't like it. When someone goes in the 3rd round of the NFL draft, they really can't fall any farther than this, especially when you got like guys like Pat Fryermuth going after him. Kyle picks up Josh Palmer here. He has an opportunity to do something this year, and he's not. I don't know, man. I don't know how to feel about this. It's not a great pick, but it's not a bad pick because like he's gonna get opportunity at some point, but he's just not very good at football. His video was one of the most infuriating to watch. It kind of sucked. Pat Fryermuth, this is a very, very, very bad pick by Rick. I'm sorry, Eric. This is an awful pick. Elijah Mitchell rather was a very solid pick by Brendan because Elijah Mitchell is better than Trey Sermon, and on the same team. So there's a world where he beats out Trey Sermon, who went in the 1st round. So that's a good pick. Abby picks up Ramondre Stevenson, who kind of sucks. Yeah, Damian Harris is better, but I mean, you could do worse here. Actually, you couldn't because I took Tutu Atwell next. Was Anthony Schwartz a better pick? Yeah, he has a better chance of being successful. But like my very first video I did, I believe, was about DeVonta Smith's BMI, and then I did like 5 videos about BMI, and every time I was like, yo, too small, too small. And he goes in the 2nd round. This is like a true. This is the truest draft capital floor play of the entire draft, and like he was probably my 2nd or 3rd player like on the board. Oh, also I like just for like principle, I needed to take him ahead of Des Fitzpatrick because, come on, But was he the best player available? Probably not. But like, it's kind of funny. And it's not a bad pick, so like I went for it. I probably would have taken Schwartz if I were doing it seriously, like no laws, But Atwell is not a bad pick here at all. It's actually a pretty good pick. Because I picked it. Couldn't be bad. Fitzpatrick goes next. So basically what happens with these 2 guys is it... I thought I was going to sneeze. Wait. Oh, fuck. The cat got scared. If you're unaware of the situation, Tutu Atwell and Des Fitzpatrick are about 2 years apart in age, and they played on the same team in college. And every single year, Tutu Atwell was better. And one year he was exponentially better. However, Tutu Atwell is going around Des Fitzpatrick and rookie drafts because he's smaller. That doesn't make any sense. So every draft I'm in, I need to make sure this happens. Fuck, man. Ah! Oh, fuck, man. Anyways, Cornell Powell goes next. Cornell Powell is a really bad player, but he goes to a team with no wide receiver 2. So, I mean, you could do worse by taking a shot at KC here. It's not a great pick, but I mean, you could definitely do worse. Like Larry Roundtree. Oh my god. If I'm not mistaken, Stick took Larry Roundtree and then traded him to Avi. So rest in peace, Avi. That's an awful pick for you. I'm very sorry. Anthony Schwartz was a very, very, very good pick here. I would have taken him at the 3-8, but getting Harris getting Schwartz here that's at the 3-12 is a very solid play. Very, very, very good pick. He like Davy Brown fits every box of a field stretcher you want. He has the size, the speed, the production actually, the yards per reception. He's not there on the YPR, but he's almost there. Oh fuck, Kylan Hill is a good pick by Nate here. Kylan Hill is he could challenge AJ Dillon because his profile is better. No, it's not. It's interesting and it has some things that are better than AJ Dillon's profile wise because Dillon doesn't catch passes. So there's a what a 5% chance that Kylan Hill is the starter at some point, and if that's the case, he's gonna put in some big weeds at in Green Bay. So yeah, you could do worse. Javian Hawkins, UDFA, he's not gonna be good. He was a very cool profile pre-draft, but getting no draft capital kind of ruins him. He's not a good pick here. Brevin Jordan goes to Gage. Brevin Jordan wasn't athletic enough for me, but he was very productive. He's, I'd rather have a Kylan Granson, wait, no, what's his name? I don't fucking know his name. Anybody got me here? Anybody help me? Anyways, I think his name's Kylan Granson. I would have rather had a guy like that that's like very athletic. But Brevin Jordan, I mean, you could do worse here if you need tight ends. Tamarian Terry goes to Rick. I'm not a fan of this. I believe he got, I don't know, 7th round capital. It was really late, and he goes to a crowded receiver room. I'm not a big fan. Chris Evans to stick. Chris Evans is very athletic, and I saw him live one time, and he torched my team, so he's pretty good. Daz Newsome is not very good at all, but he will never be good actually because not only does he go to where everybody goes to die in Chicago, but he was bullied by Dimey Brown in college a bunch, and if you can't beat out your competition in college, it's going to be hard for you to be good in the pros. And he's very, very, very slow and not good at anything in the combine. Kellen Mond is not a good pick here. You don't want to take quarterbacks this late that probably don't even start. I mean, come on, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? But me, of course, the expert of everything, Amir Smith-Marset goes next, which is a very solid pick because he is very, very, very dynamic, and he will find his way on the roster for multiple years to come. So worst case scenario, this man is on the roster clogging my bench, which would kind of suck. But best case scenario, he comes out there, he's the wide receiver 3 for Minnesota, and he shows his dynamism. This man had a punt return touchdown, a rushing touchdown, and I believe a receiving touchdown all in the same game, in a bowl game, because he's kind of that guy. Anyways, Jamar Jefferson is not athletic enough to be good, but he has a very good profile. I don't like him very much though, because never, he can't be good. He's not very athletic. It's like putting me out there. If I was like 220, 230. Let's say I have a good BMI and I'm productive in college, but I'm not very fast. I'm not gonna be good in the NFL because I can't play running back. Tommy Tremble goes next. Tremble, you could do worse. Once again, he's probably better than Brevin Jordan because he was pretty athletic. Stick could have done worse here. This is not a bad pick. Davis Mills, Gage, with the back-to-back backup quarterbacks, taking L's. I'm sorry, and then once again the last pick of the draft, Kylan Granson, courtesy of my video, I believe. I don't know. I'm gonna give Harris credit where it's due, but shout out Harris for taking both Schwartz and Granson to end the draft. Those are pretty solid picks. So overall, let's see who had the best draft. I was just gonna say me and end the video, but I kind of need more content, so I'll look through these. God, it's hard because of all these trades. Rick had a very good pick here, and here, so I'm gonna see what his other picks were and see if they were good. Rick Danger. Oh he took Pat. Oh no, he took the Pat man, and Terry. Okay, it might be Rick still because those are 2 really good picks in the first round, but who knows? Who? It's not Nate. It might be Kyle. Kyle had a pretty good draft, I think. No, it wasn't. He took Kyle Pitts. Is it Aiden? Who did Aiden take? He took Tylen Wallace. Aiden took Justin Fields. Amon-Ra, no. No, not Jalen Waddle, no. No, that's a bad draft, actually. Rick, is it Rick? No, we just established this, didn't we? Right? He takes Tamarian Terry and Pat. He can't really do that. Avi picks up everybody. Zach Wilson, not a good pick. Michael Carter. He takes Terrence Marshall. No, it's not him. Is it Brendan? Well, he goes Slim Reaper, and then he goes. This is so hard to track. He goes Slim Reaper, then he goes Elijah Mitchell, which are good picks. He trades away Gainwell, which is good. He had a good draft. I'm gonna keep him in mind. Gage takes Elijah Moore, which is an absolute steal. Who else did he take? Oh no, he took two quarterbacks. Damn, rip Gage. Me, I mean, I see no flaws in my draft. AJS, Sermon, no. Maybe if he fucked around and took. No wait, he couldn't. I was gonna say if he took 2-2, if he would have taken Anthony Schwartz here, he would have had a case. No, never mind. He wouldn't. um, Akash. Who did Akash take? Not your average flight. I'm having a hard time seeing his picks. Oh no, he traded everything away. I remember that. That's funny. Stick. What did Stickman do? Stickman picked up ETN for Kelsey. He picked up Chris Evans. He picked up Gainwell. He picked up Tremble. That's not a bad draft. That's not a bad draft at all. Stickman had a good draft. I'm gonna say the best draft. Man, it was either. Ooh, I don't know. It was Eric. Eric had a good draft. So did Stick, and so did Brendan. I'm gonna say, fuck it. I'm gonna say Eric. No, I'm gonna say Eric had the best draft, followed by Brendan, followed by Stick. They all had very good drafts. Not including me. But yeah. I don't know. This is probably a bad video because I was like stuttering a bunch. I'm kind of nervous right now, and I stutter when I'm nervous. But I hope it was entertaining. Because it was cool for me to go through them. And I have a couple of team reviews coming. I think I'm gonna do Kyle and Rick and a couple other guys. But oh my god, that's kind of crazy. Look at that. Bro, you look at my roster. I have like less than everybody. That's kind of funny. Anyways, yeah. I hope you guys have a good day. And I know this is corny, but I do love you guys. Because I know who's watching this is probably my league right now. Not my league, my friends. I love you guys. Wait. I love you guys. My nose loves you guys. No, I do love you guys. You're cool. You're a good part of my life. And I hope you all have good days. And you're successful. Because you're going to be successful because you met me.